Yeah, hi, I'm Dave Martin. I'm Senior Vice President at British Esports. So British Esports is the not-for-profit. It was established in 2016 and it's here to support the ecosystem of esports. So esports is video games, those ones that many people know and love, and it's taking those video games into human versus human competitions, sometimes in small offices and small arenas, but all the way up to stadiums watched by tens and hundreds of millions of people. My role as Senior Vice President, in effect, is Chief Operating Officer of all things British Esports. So we're a not-for-profit, so really importantly, we need to build a sustainable federation that will actually drive value to the esports ecosystem and allow it to continue to grow.
And then my role specifically, I'm Head of Education, my name's Callum Neal, and I lead on all of our work now across education with our network of schools, colleges, universities, education partners, and importantly for me and for us, this is about trying to create opportunities for young people and then for people that might be adults who are looking to transition into an industry or develop their career prospects into one of the fastest growing industries in the world in a very digital nature. And I'm really proud that we launched our education programs in 2020. We've had over 10,000 people study those with us, and importantly that's about ensuring that people have the accreditation for skill development and that they can also develop key knowledge and key behaviours that's going to drive that future progress towards careers, and that doesn't just have to be in the esports industry. There are roles there that people will naturally move into, but it's also about entrepreneurship, it's about financial planning, marketing, branding, developing life skills, developing things like communication, teamwork, strategic thinking, all key skills that we know employers need, all key skills that we know that the jobs of tomorrow are going to demand.
So what we did is we put a program together where they came into our facility of an evening. It was a 2-day event. On the first day they came in and we just set up some consoles for them and they played some very simple games, and we stood back and we didn't kind of put too much pressure on them. We gave them a warm space. We gave them possibly the first thing they had properly to eat on that day and let them play. And just started to connect, but not too heavily. And then in day 2, we started to take them around the facility more and show them what we've got here and what we're trying to do and talk about the vision and the industry. And suddenly we've got 11 to 15-year-olds sat all around our big board table, questioning us about marketing, sponsorships, investment, how this business model could work, how they might make the business model work. And we had an incredibly engaged group of young people excited about what we're doing here in Sunderland.
And I think the next step of that journey then for people locally in Sunderland, regionally, is as a community in this place, this is the only place in the United Kingdom where of all of our 200 centres that are delivering education programmes, where students are studying at the home of British Esports, at the National Esports Performance Campus, and are directly connected into one of the fastest growing industries in the world, which in turn will create more jobs, more opportunities for people locally, and help young people in particular to understand what their next step might be. The great opportunity about our long-term ambition here in Sunderland is then that for the people that we work with on our education programs, it takes time to go through those programs. It's not, you're in for a few weeks and then you're going to go out and get a job. It's about that pathway and that education pathway so that we can work across primary education, secondary education, further education, and then higher education, university, to really provide opportunity over time for people to develop through that pathway, and at the end to then have the impact where people are then realising their next steps and future careers.
In terms of projects right now, we have conversations all across the city and actually across the region in terms of this facility. And for me, there's some exciting work happening. I think we've all heard of what's happening with the Crownwork Studios, and we're in contact with them. We're in contact with many of the large businesses and small businesses in the area. I think for right now, one that's really interesting is when the arena opens next year, we're going to have a kind of connected partnership with Sunderland Football Club, because we are sharing similar infrastructure in the development of our arena and their stadium. So we will both have this ultra high speed 5G connective mesh across our facilities. So we need to think about how we're going to work together, how we connect sports and esports, and talking and seeing the wonderful work that the football club is doing.
And then another project that I'm really excited about and we're working on at the moment is with the Sunderland College students that are studying their esports programme. As part of their experience with the college, they do a PBL, project-based learning, and we've set them the task at the moment to look at the current esports landscape, business landscape, sport landscape, and try to explore some of the ethical and current issues that might be emerging across those industries. And what students are then going to be doing is putting a business case together, a financial plan, a marketing plan, to think about what the solution to those problems might be, where there might be a gap within that market. And then as part of the Sunderland Business Festival in October, the students are then going to present that work to local businesses to then give them feedback, give them inspiration, talk about how they might be able to improve their ideas and plans.